Hey y'all. Welcome to the accountability call. This is accountability call number 30, y'all. Can you believe it? 30 weeks, son, straight. Exactly. Eve's face is how I feel on the inside. Um, yes. My name is International Inez. I am a coach for moms who want to travel but aren't. And I'm here with my friends, friends who help me to help hold me accountable to all of the goals that I am trying to do. And I do the same for them, and we'll do the same for you. Okay, so come on in the room and join us. How are you ladies today?
I'm alive. I can't say alive and well, but I am alive, and I will
Is
take
it?
that.
Mm.
Yeah, I am definitely alive. I'm claiming the well because it's got to be a part of my life. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Just trying to get through some like mental stuff. Mondays are my heaviest days, so and I do it on purpose. But that means the mental's got to be right because there's so many things to do. So I'm glad to be on this call today with y'all.
So Z was sharing something before we hopped on the call about how
Mhm.
us adults are struggling in the adulting after the pandemic. Like something happened. For me, my life significantly changed right before the pandemic. So I feel like it's attributed to that. But however, she actually had her kids way before the pandemic. So let us know what you feel, girl.
Yeah, no, I was saying that, the pandemic happened and it was like 2 years of shutdown for many of us. And then we spent like the next year trying to run and catch up and do all the things that we didn't get a chance to do. And then I feel like last year was the year of like, whoa, like everything's spinning. Like, what are all these plates that are in the air? How did they get there? How do I get them down? And why are they crashing? So I feel like collectively we are all in a state of burnout because for me, it doesn't matter how many vacations I take. It doesn't matter how much help I get. It doesn't matter, which projects I get to complete or to celebrate. I still always feel like, here we go again. And that's not something that I felt before. And I've always been ambitious and, always been kind of, a go-getter. And I'm just like, what's happening right now? Like, why does this feel different? Why don't I feel like I'm able to get to a place where I feel like, okay, I'm in a good groove. Even if it happens for a moment, like, it's the Monday still feel like Monday. And sometimes, Thursday feels like Monday. And you're like, I'm still feeling like Monday. So yeah, this is collective
Mm,
burnout, I feel.
hmm Yeah, I think one of the shifts that I saw that was huge that was tied to the pandemic was a shift into finding ways to make your own money.
Mhm.
Right? Because with the pandemic came a whole lot of layoffs. It came with the great what they said, what was it, the resignation.
Mhm.
People leaving their jobs, right? Because they were like, look, life ain't promised, and I've been here too long, and y'all wasting my time, and honey, I gotta be with my kids. Or companies were just like, we cannot support this, and we no longer have business because nobody's outside, and significant impact to the travel industry, of course. Like, so I feel like the our world has been turned upside down a lot from that, because when you remove the financial stability of a career, right, where you know how it's going to be, you know how it works, and it's the same thing every other week for the most part, and you dive into this world of figure it out as we go along, which has never been the case at any phase of our entire life. I feel like that pressure is new. Like, it's like it is almost like, oh, this, like, it's almost like, how we talk about, we don't put our toe in the pool, we like literally just jump all the way in. I feel like that is what has happened in the last 3 years, right? Like, from moving to full-time entrepreneurship, to new community, to back with the family, like, just to me being laid off, like, just so many things. My real estate investment that happened in the last 3 years, like, it's a whole bunch of like betting on yourself, right? That has been going on in the last 3 years, and that shit is hard. Okay, Like it comes with a lot of it comes with a lot of reward, but it comes with a lot of risk, and it also comes with a lot of new stress and just anxiety because you don't really know what's next. Right? You just have to believe that it's gonna work out. Whereas like when you have that financial stability of a job, like you know what's next. Like you don't have to, you don't take no work to believe. Like it's just like, oh, okay, like I know what I'm doing here. I know what the result is when I do what I do, and that's it. Like so I think for me that has contributed a lot to it. And I know you have gone through a lot of shifts in the last 3 years too. Um that are within the same line. Eve.
I don't know. I feel like I've been living a life of like you know, you can't F around and find out, so you better make it work, you better turn something into nothing. And I think in each transition of life, whether it be like what happened during the pandemic or even before, what stays the same is like a little bit to what you were talking about earlier, Nizzy, about like just taking the next best step. I don't know if the feeling that you're having right now is because maybe there's a certain way that you were moving before the pandemic or during the pandemic or before you decided to get into entrepreneurship that maybe you need to like grieve from or let go or um hmm, I don't know. To what to what Ines had said earlier, like you had your career, you knew how to move, it was predictably a little bit unpredictable, and then an actual unpredictability hit, and then now you're just navigating. You still navigate, like you still have to move forward and navigate life. You made some decisions, you made some choices, and it just feels weird or awkward, or you feel like you're constantly like going against the grain all the time, or um there's a feeling of like resistance or just being tired or not feeling like you're doing enough. I don't know. I don't know if to tell you if those are all the right things to be feeling in the midst of this transformation, because I sometimes don't want to hear that. I just want to transform and get to that next stage. Um, or yeah, just have acceptance with like this is the stage that I'm in. It like this is what it comes with. And keep making the best next decision. I don't know.
I'm thinking about for some reason the word systems keeps coming to my mind because I was listening to this podcast. This woman is called I think it's called a Millionaire Mother or something like that. And
Mm-hmm.
what I think is like we have not figured out the systems that sustain this life yet, right? Like
Mm,
we know the systems that sustain that life, that can run that life. But the
yeah.
systems that run this life, we do not know. Like why you if you watch this accountability call, I'm always talking about how I'll be going to sleep. Right. In my previous life, going to sleep was not required in the systems in order to sustain
Mhm.
my life. Like I could be up, like it's okay, I'm gonna be able to get to sleep. In this life, I have to incorporate that as a new system in order to sustain this life. And it's hard because it's not a part of I've always been a night owl. Since I was a baby, I used to stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning and wake up at 10. So it's a huge shift, not just in identity, but like molecularly almost for me to go to bed. Like, and so that's just one of the systems that I'm having to incorporate in this new life, which is very different than my previous life. And I think about, there's so many other systems that I'm not sure of yet that I'm still figuring out. Right? We're still figuring out the systems that support this life. Like even when I think about like groceries, like getting groceries into the house, buying groceries, getting them into the house, getting food prepared. Like this is a whole new world for me. Like, like so being able to figure out what is the system that makes this as easy as it can be for me, with the resources that I have, meaning the coins that I have, like is a very new thing for me too. So I feel like, as we continue to like figure out what these systems are and really start paying attention to what works and what doesn't work, then we have to like actually use them. Because I feel like before, to me at least, it was kind of optional to use some of the systems. But I don't think in this journey right now that the systems that I'm finding out about are optional. Like whether it's a sales system, whether it's a marketing system, I have no system at all for my mail, like a mess. Like I have no system at all for my healthcare, a mess. Like just trying to get these appointments. I have no system. Like, so I don't know. And I mean, realistically, I had one for my mail before, but I didn't really have one for healthcare before either. But I just feel like, I'm still trying to put together what are the ways that this life is, automated in some places or, managed in some places that I do not know at this stage of this journey because it's still really new. You on music.
I ain't had nothing to say. Like, yeah.
She like, yeah. Okay. She like,
I'm not even in a solution stage
like
in this moment. It's just like this, just acknowledging the feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not rushing to solutions. I know, being a solutions oriented person, when you can't get to the solution, it can cause even more stress because you're like, why can't I figure this out?
Girl.
And sometimes it ain't time yet. So I'm like,
I completely agree. I wholeheartedly
what it
agree.
is today. I'm not even in this moment. Not, big picture. I'm not even looking for a solution. It's just like this is what the feeling is right now.
That
Knowledge
I
it,
love that.
I see it, I feel it. It'll pass and I'll move through it and I'll get the things done. But in this moment, it's just what it is, child.
Mm-hmm.
I completely agree. That was me all weekend until today. I completely agree with you. I respect that, and I hope people who are listening to, and even when we look back at it, that like, yeah, like it's okay not to be okay because at the end of the day, I'm gonna still keep moving. I'm gonna still get the things done. Just changing pace, not purpose. Like that's all that it is. Because everything is figure outable. So,
Mm-hmm.
yep,
I
I
love
love that.
changing pace, not purpose. That's
Mhm.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so how about last week, y'all? How about last week? Eve, I know you dropped early last week. I can't remember if we captured your goals at all because I don't have them on my paper. I don't think we did. But
No, I didn't get them.
um, so what I was supposed to do last week was plan my Q2 and Q3. I did a bit of that. Are you switching phones, Eve? Apparently. Okay. I did a bit of that. I didn't do all of it, but I did. I came up with a whole bunch of dates. One of the biggest things that was not on here that helped me to plan out a lot of the things for the coming quarters is me and my mom met about our move at the end of this year. Eve. Okay. Um So, and just mapped out like what do we need to do in order to be able to get to Florida by November. Like these are the things like, we got to do a scouting trip, Tampa, just all of these things. So that really helped me to add some things to Q2 and Q3. And then I also realized, girl, you're trying to do the most. Like you had forgot these things that you wanted to do. Like, I was supposed to entertain my girls for spring break. We did that. We did a whole bunch of stuff, and we're gonna go see the solar eclipse today, which I'm excited about. Although that means I need to be doing my stuff by 1 o'clock. So, um, wind down and go to bed. I feel like I did that a few times. I definitely did it last night. I did not do it the night before because I was up watching Jack Ryan, which is apparently my new favorite show on Amazon. Um, and then call my OGC, which I did not do. But I feel like I did surrender. Surrender was my word. And I got some more bad news about my property in Chicago last week. And when I tell you, I felt the feelings and then I was just like, okay, what's next? Like it wasn't even like, oh my gosh, like stressed out. I was like, okay, so what do we need to do? Like, this is it. Because with this thing, I'm really having to just surrender it to the Lord. And do whatever I need to do in order to move it forward and do whatever I can do to move forward and control what I can control and not worry about what I can't control. So that was the essence of my surrender last week. So yes.
For me, I definitely completed my proposal. I onboarded, I said 2 new clients. I actually had 3 new clients. I did do some prospecting with the help of Inez. And I rested in a big way because COVID and flu both got a hold of me, and I had to set it on down.
He was like, what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Zena got the COVID and the flu at the same time.
COVID and the flu at the same damn time. Um, so I was, from the couch to the bed, from the bed to the couch, and maybe, able to take like, one client call a day. But I definitely rested. I leaned into ease in a bigger way than I had anticipated. But I still was able to get some stuff done. So again, changing the pace, not the purpose.
Mm-hmm. How did you do, Eve?
Hopefully, well.
Well, you made it to Ghana, and
Hello.
you got out of your house.
Yeah. Yeah. Handled some stuff in real estate, so I could hand it over. Gonna talk. Send a message actually to Kim to see if that property would be good for a month to month or short term rental. So hopefully she gets back to me soon. But as of right now, I think I'm gonna eat the cost of that property in April.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for the month of April. In regards to yeah, getting to Ghana, I got to Ghana. And then, just took the time to get over the jet lag, get situated in the space. I have some folks helping me out, like right now as we speak, to like buy things for me and bring them over. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Wi-Fi situation is going great. Hallelujah.
You said Wi-Fi?
Yes, the Wi-Fi is great. Got some
Oh.
unlimited Wi-Fi with a good amount of like upload speed for like 58 USD per month. So very good.
Mm-hmm.
um, in regards to the work that I'm doing, the research work that I'm doing, my goal today is to finish my research plan. That's the thing that I've been in my head about, and I think I got into a place where I'm like, I know what I'm doing, so now I just got to bring it into real life and just
Uh-huh.
trust my process and trust the story that I'm trying to tell and the questions that I'm trying to find answers to. So I'm I'm doing that today. What else? Oh, my YouTube content. My assistant came up with the titles for some scripts for like 7 videos and whatnot. I just need to go ahead and like flesh everything out. So that work is at like 50% since last week. I think I need to take it home to the other 50%. So everything is in
Mm-hmm.
progress from last week to this week. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It bees like that.
Yeah.
It bees like that. Is there anything from y'all's perspective that you feel like that you are hesitating to do that's on your to-do list or on your goals list?
Hesitating to do or feel like I'm blocked. Mm,
Either way, like
yeah, I don't know. I'm worrying like if I'm being set up for success with some of the work that I'm doing, but um I don't have an answer yet for it. But at the moment, like I'm just gonna move forward and just do what I need to do, um, so I can get started. I think outside of that, it's really just mindset stuff. Really, to be quite honest, just I think my word last week was empower. I think, and like that's what I've been doing throughout the whole entire throughout this whole entire week is just trying to like continuously empower myself, um, and keep the energy like the high in regards to the empowerment piece. That's kind of where I'm at. Other than that, I would say taxes, but that best to get done. That's
oh, I thought you was already done.
oh, child, no. I need to. I need to talk
Let
to
me tell
Homes
you one
people.
thing I never do is try to get my taxes done by April. I just be like, look, I'm gonna be late. Like I just January, February, March is not enough time for me to get my life together in order to get these taxes to anybody by the middle of April. Like
I'm
so
done.
I'm just like, I'll see y'all in October. I can't. Like I just can't do it. I ain't gonna try to do it. I can't do it. Like so yeah, it's like so God bless your soul for even trying. I can't.
I'm really trying to get
Maybe
this.
I'll be like, I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah. I was having issues prospecting, and I realized that for me, it felt like asking for help, and I have issues asking for help.
Mm.
And there was even some childhood trauma tied to it. So I'm in a space where I'm not putting these like big goals towards it, right? Like I want 25 a week. It's like, girl, if you get 5 done a week, consistently do that, and just keep moving at the pace of 5, and then increase whenever you're ready. So I had to kind of lower the goal for myself because it was daunting, to try and think about, the big picture when there were some big little things that was getting in the way. So kind of navigating those small things one at a time and with a smaller goal has helped me to like feel better about doing it. And I've been, a little more consistent with doing it since then.
Mhm. Mhm. One of the biggest things that is on my list that I have not been doing is calling my old GC. So our previous general contractor, um, we've decided we don't want to move forward with him. And we decided a while ago, but what we needed to do was um do a inspection of the property so that we could determine how much we need to pay him. Because one of the things we've heard from multiple people that we've had see the property, two other GCs, as well as another inspector, was that just the work that he's saying is complete is not complete, right? And so we're like, well, we're not paying for work that's not complete. But then again, we also don't know what complete look like. Like, like we have no idea. So we were like, we told him when we were there in November, we were like, we're gonna have a inspector come and look at the property, and then from there be able to tell us, how much is actually complete. And so we had that done probably like 3 weeks ago. What is it, April? So yeah, like early March, the beginning of March. That was complete, which is why we were able to start work in March. And I got the feedback from the inspector, although it wasn't exactly what I needed. So, and then another issue came up where we thought we might have to pay for a pipe to get fixed. But so we were like, if we have to pay for this pipe to get fixed, then we're gonna have to subtract that from the amount that we're paying you because you said it was fixed, right? So we got to the point where we have a number, but I'm hesitating to call him and just have this discussion with him. I think because for me, I don't know if it's the conflict piece or if it's just like I am tired of like just the pressure of these conversations throughout this journey in this property. Like I've had to fire this person, had to fire this person, had to have this conversation with and I'm just like, this is just not my normal place. So I'm like, I don't really know. I think I need to potentially do some self-coaching on it and just kind of get out what are the specific thoughts that I have about it or what are the things that I'm worried about happening. Um and then, work over to like what do I want to think about this? Like what do I want to believe about this? And then leaning on that in order to be able to call him up. Like, cause I mean, I don't really know if there's anything he can do. It's like we're not paying him the full amount. We're paying him what we were told is complete, and we're not paying him until we're done with the property and we sold it. Also, this is actually it's a repercussion of some of the things that he did earlier this year by doing the work and not telling us how much it was and just these things. So that's something I'm going back and forth on in my brain. But I noticed that this has been on my to-do list for a while. And I'm just like, something is blocking me here. And it's just a matter of phone calls. I need to figure out like what is blocking me and get through it so that it can get the heck off my to-do list.
I guess maybe I don't know the notion of like this is just an announcement. This is a PSA. There's nothing to discuss. The receipts have been sent, or the receipts will continue to be sent to you around why is this now the due process. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, it sucks having conversations with people who are not as integritous in their work, and whatnot, because it just. But you still just want to show up in. You just said the fact that you are holding your integrity with how you wanted this project to be done, and this is just a PSA due process announcement, and here it is, and any follow up information you have will then go to, I don't know, somebody else, if you want that to be the case, or still continue to go through you. But I don't know. Yeah, that I don't like having those conversations either. But
It's just like I'm like sometimes I feel you know how people who are like bill collectors
yeah, yeah,
always got to call people about stuff and then have the hard conversation. That's how I feel like I be having to be with this property. Like
yep.
I'm like,
Mm,
it feels like, yeah, I gotta call somebody. Oh, let me have another hard conversation, another hard. I'm just like, this is just not me. This is not my energy. It's killing my vibe.
yep,
Like,
What
yep,
did
yep,
you
yep.
do the last time you had to let someone go in order to prepare for that conversation?
uh, well, I did. I wrote down some points of why, right, why we were here. That I wanted to call out to her, and then also like she took it very well, thankfully. Um, so it was, although there were some things I feel like she called out that she thinks she was trying to make it seem like, well, if y'all would have did this, and I'm like, no, 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 this is the problem, right? These are the problems, and we didn't have control of this, and we expected to be able to lean on you, right? But we were not able to lean on you in the way that we wanted to. So usually I'm not the person to push back on uh like I usually will just say what I need to say, and somebody has a point sometimes, and I just might be like, okay, it ain't worth we're arguing about it. But for that, I was just like, no, I want to be clear that like we don't feel like you did your job. Um, but yeah, like I wrote down some points, and then I just kind of got my mind together and made the phone call. Like it makes me think about when I was doing my when I was asking for the additional money that we just got
Mhm.
previously. I had to do the same thing. I had to self coach myself because my mindset around it was like, we don't deserve the money. You remember, like, and I had to get to the point where it was like, no, yes, we do. Two, I can handle a no. Three, like, just all the things, like, and I'm gonna keep pushing until we get what we need, and then I was able to do it. So I feel like I need to do the same thing with this, and I haven't done it because I'm just like, it's just a phone call. But like what I'm seeing is that, to your point earlier, Z, there's smaller things internally that can very easily block your ability to do something that seems small, but because it may be triggering to you in some way, it is big, right? Like it feels big, even though it is small.
Yeah. So maybe even break down the steps. Don't have call the GC because there's 13 steps you got to go through in order to get
Oh
there.
yeah,
So maybe you need to add kind of write out your points. And
yeah,
like so that way you're making your way towards making the phone call.
yeah. That's true.
So break it down a little bit.
That's true. Okay, we shall do that.
Mm-hmm.
Great talk, girls. Okay, now.
Thanks, needed it.
All right. So what y'all goes for this week? I ain't wrote that. Oh, but I'm about to write down my points for the GC call. That's number one.
Number one for me, I have a new client that I took on doing some communications management work for. So kind of setting up things for that. I need to like create my different email distribution groups and find a template for the newsletter that I'm going to be developing for them. And then I also under consulting have 2 client meetings this week that I want to I don't even know that I need to be prepared for them. I'm already prepared, but I need to have those client meetings and figure out what the next steps are after that. So that's under consulting. Prospecting, I have 2 calls this week that I'm excited about. And I am adding on my list to follow up with the people that I've talked to before. So it's not about reaching out to new people, but kind of following up with those. So, and there may be 2 or 3 calls, new calls this week. And then, like I said, the follow up with, and I'm going to put 2 people. I'm not even going to make it 5 like I want.
Good job. Good job.
2 people.
My life coach used to say, lower your expectations.
Take your foot off your own neck.
Please.
I'm gonna move, rest is gonna be at the top of my list because I'm still on the mend. And I'm also gonna add on the list kind of just them kids, just getting back in the swing of things post post spring break and all of the activities, because I know that's gonna take up a lot of my time this week. So just 4 things this week.
Okay. Eve.
I have on mine my self-care is veggies, trap cardio, and reading.
Yes, come on. Yes.
Yes, that's like my focus, like for self-care. Finish my research plan and send it off to the team. Hopefully, God willing, by today. Connect with a realtor for property rental by May 1st to see if it's even plausible. And then I need to complete scripts for YouTube. There's 7 of them. We will see. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna keep it like that. I have taxes on here, but like that's just gonna have to get done. It is what it is. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So so last Friday I was in the bed asleep. Okay.
Good
For
job.
the majority of the day because I was just like, I'm tired. So and we also had an earthquake here in Philly. I think it was up the East Coast, but yeah, that part too. So and then the other day, I just was like, this weekend, I was just like, I'm with my children. I'm just be with my children. So I'm playing a bit of catch up this week because I got a lot to do in April. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I need to write my points for my convo with our previous contractor. I also need to finish my ebook because what I want to do is finish it and then I want to send it to my friends and have y'all read it. I can edit it so that I can release it on my birthday. Okay. The next thing I'm excited to do is prepare for a VIP day. So me and one of my new friends, Alana, are going to be meeting on Wednesday, and we just planning out our business, planning out our life. She is a mom of 2 infant / toddlers. She also is a vegan, and a wife too. So we trying to do things, and we're planning to do something together later this year. So we're gonna do a VIP day on Wednesday. I need to plan my trip to ATL for July 4th. I need to record a YouTube video, and my self-care is go to bed. And we know, y'all, this is just gonna stay on here until I master this. Okay, that's what we just gonna do. Go to bed. It's just gonna stay on here. Probably till at least the end of the year. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if we can get there. So I actually have 6 things on here this week, and I usually only have 5 at most. But we had to add go to bed on here. Like it had to be on. So yes. All right. So we can do the word of the week. Let me think about this. Anybody got a word on their spirit? Um, my word last week was surrender. Z's was ease. Um, Eve, I forgot what yours was.
Empower. I think it was empower. Mm-hmm.
Usually the word of the week is something that is going to help support you, be a foundation to the things you have to get done, so that you can lean on it as you get these things done.
The word that keep coming to me is believe. So, um,
Oh, I like this. I like
I'm,
that.
I'm gonna stick to believe. Better
Mhm.
believe in yourself. Believe in this process. Believe that this too shall pass. Believe in your intelligence, your capacity to learn, your capacity to get things done. Believe, believe, believe.
I think my word is going to be breathe. I think whenever we're stressed, we don't realize how much we like hold our breath, and then you're like just kind of
Mhm.
frozen. So just kind of breathe through. Like if I'm feeling stressed, just take a deep breath. If I need to get a task done, breathe through it. But yeah, I was thinking about how we can be so anxious for stuff to happen when we think it's supposed to happen or how it's supposed to happen. But literally everything that is supposed to happen is going to happen. And there's usually things that you may be unaware of that need to happen before you can kind of do the other things. Um, and just kind of breathing through the whole process, right? Like you control the things that you can control, let go of the rest, and just breathe, right? As long as you keep breathing, you'll keep moving forward. So I feel like breathe is my word. And probably
Mhm.
because COVID got me feeling like I can't breathe. So multiple meanings, okay? Multiple meanings.
Right. Okay. Mm. I like that. There's two words that are in my mind right now as I look through. The first one that came to my mind was imperfection.
Mm.
And the reason why I was thinking about that is because some of the things that I'm doing, my natural inclination is to be in perfectionist mode. Okay.
Mhm.
That's my natural inclination. So I was thinking about imperfection because I'm like, it's a reminder to just do it and allow it to not be perfect. Like whether it's my ebook, whether it's the conversation with my GC, whether it's the VIP day, the video I got to put out, just allow all these things to be imperfect. Um, yes. The other word that was in my spirit was trust. And to me, it's very similar to Eve's word believe, in that, you know, just trusting that I know what I'm doing, that everything is going to work out, that I'm making, the right choice for me right now. I'm moving in the right direction. Like to me, it's very similar to like just faith, like um to leaning into a space of just even just trusting the process, like that I'm going through on this journey. Um so I'm thinking about which one, I'm trying to feel which one actually resonates more with me for the things that are on this list. Um, hmm. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with trust. Just because some of the things that are not on this list, that I know I need to do this week, whether it's conversation with my current GC, figuring out what we gonna do, um, you know, financial things that we need to handle, just all the things. Like, just I feel like the most important energy I need to be is in a trusting energy.
Yes.
Put that in here.
I like that. You remind me of the that phrase. I forgot who I learned it from or what did I do it myself? I don't remember, but it's a part of my prayer that I do to myself, and I realized I didn't do it this morning. But it's a question where it says, "Who am I not to trust?"
Mm,
Um, and you like fill in the blank. It's kind of similar to Zenitra's like positive overthinking exercise in a sense, but like we like, who am I not to trust that this week is not about to be the most amazing week in my life? Who am I not to trust that I'm not going to get all my work done? It's about finding a way to remind yourself in your brain that like literally we have clearly gotten through, homie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who are you? Like, who do you think you are to not trust?
Mm-hmm.
Fill in the blank in all of it. That you can't have that hard conversation. That the feeling that you're having right now is, you know, for Z is just a stepping stone to like just the next evolution that you're gonna have in your business. Like, who are we not to trust?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And actually, now that you brought it up, we about to do it. Because I feel like
Woo!
we gonna need that right now. Our energy on this.
What?
I feel like we need the positive overthinking exercise.
Okay.
We got 15 minutes.
Good job.
We gonna use 5 of them. Okay. We
Well,
gonna
Okay.
go round robin. We
So-
gonna do the positive overthinking, honey. Because baby,
Let's do it.
all right, we ready?
Yes. Yes.
All right, who kicking us off? Inez, you going first?
Yes, I shall. So, what if my conversation with Lou is easy and just what I need, right? It's good for him and good for me. What if just what if?
Ooh, I like that. I'll go next. What if this one client turns into a contract, like a long-term contract?
Mm-hmm.
What if the research plan I deliver is exactly what they were looking for?
Yes. Come on. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What if my ebook, oh gosh, there's so many things I want to say, but what if I am actually able to complete my ebook in a week, like in 5 days? Like what if I'm able to actually complete it?
What if I get 5 new clients?
Mm-hmm.
What if I get an email within the next month about me coming on to like do a contract that's double than the one I'm on now?
Yes. What if we can pay for our whole trip to Atlanta with points?
What if I book something fun for me and the kids?
What if this African Caribbean girl ends up on an African island?
I love it. What if I'm able to sign 5 clients this month?
What if I get a $10,000 speaking gig?
Ooh, child. Yeah.
What if one of my YouTube videos goes viral before the end of this year?
Love it.
Honey, yes. What if this new coach that I'm connecting with this week agrees to mentor me to my 6-figure mark?
What if I feel peace?
Yes.
What if I have my beautiful garden in my backyard in Ghana, which would bring me a lot of peace?
What if I'm able to like really map out and feel confident about the year to come during our VIP day?
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. what if my new project requires me to hire someone full time?
Mm-hmm.
That big.
What if what if I get another property before the end of this year?
Oh yes.
Mhm.
Who child give me some of these properties?
Mhm.
What if what if we're able to launch and sell out the Getaway this year?
Mhm. Yeah. What if I sell out my 2025 riot retreat?
Mm-hmm.
What if I complete a personal dream of traveling with both my mother and father this year?
Oh wow.
Mhm.
What if we are able to move to Florida with ease?
Mm. What if the accountability call had a sponsor?
Come on.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay, yes.
What if?
Oh my goodness. What if what if I had radical self honest acceptance and forgiveness in the fact that rest wasn't triggering to me, but it's my best friend now.
I can't. I can't.
All of that.
Yeah, all those things.
All of that.
And I'll end it. Did I start it?
You
Oh, yeah,
start.
yeah. That's so easy. Okay, good.
Mhm.
Yes. Honey. Good job, ladies. Good job.
Yes.
We have
Good.
positively overthunk this
Yeah.
morning. Okay. I'm here for it.
That's
It
the
has
shirt.
raised
That's
my
the shirt. I'm
energy.
an overthinker.
Yeah. I hope this was helpful for you all. If you catching the replay, put your goals in the chat. I know Portia ain't here today, but we gotta hold her accountable for next week because she actually put her goals in the comments last week. So yes, y'all have a great week. Eve, enjoy Ghana. It's getting warm over here. I'm hoping that it
Hallelujah.
stay warm, that we can, spring and sprung in the spring. Okay. Pretty much. Yes.
Hello.
Right. So, hi, Bruce.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.